What makes rich people keep getting richer while others are barely making ends meet? We are not talking about luck or inheritance here, but about mindset, decisions, and daily actions that make all the difference. In this video, I'll reveal the 6 key things rich people do and poor people don't. If you've ever felt financially stuck, frustrated by not getting ahead, or wondered how successful people manage their money, you're in the right place. I'll not only tell you what these habits are, but how you can start putting them into practice today, no matter your current situation. And I assure you, number 5 will surprise you and may change the way you think about time and money. So don't go anywhere. This could be the start of a radical change in your life. Let's begin. First, the rich invest, the poor spend. Let's debunk a very common misconception. You don't need to be rich to invest, but you need to learn to invest if you want to stop being poor. Most people confuse income with wealth. Having a high salary doesn't guarantee you'll get rich if you don't know what to do with that money. Rich people don't just work to earn money, they make their money work for them. They invest in assets, real estate, stocks, mutual funds, or even in their own training and network. And what do many people with lower incomes do? They spend on liabilities, new cars, technology that depreciates, or impulse buys. According to writer Robert Kiyosaki, the difference between the rich and the poor is that the rich acquire assets, while the poor acquire liabilities believing they are assets. Imagine Carlos and Laura. Both earn $1,500 a month. Carlos spends $1,400 on rent, debts, and leisure, leaving only $100 for unexpected expenses. Laura, on the other hand, consistently saves 20% of her income and invests it in an index fund that gives her an 8% annual return. After 10 years, Carlos is still struggling to make ends meet, while Laura has accumulated over $50,000 thanks to compound interest. Key strategy to start today: open an automated investment account. Many banks and platforms like Vanguard or Robinhood allow you to start with little money. Set aside a fixed percentage of your income, even if it's only $10 a month. The key is to create the habit, not the initial amount. If you're worried that you don't have money to invest, the truth is that the most important thing is something you already have: your time and your ability to learn. Second, the rich cultivate lifelong learning habits. Did you know that a study by Thomas C. Corley, author of Rich Habits, revealed that 88% of wealthy people spend at least 30 minutes a day reading self-help, finance, or professional development books? On the contrary, only 2% of people with low incomes have this habit. Most rich people understand that the best investment is in their own minds. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, spends 5 to 6 hours a day reading. Why? Because knowledge gives you an edge. While others are consuming passive entertainment, he is making decisions based on quality information. Suppose you spend just 30 minutes a day learning about a topic that could improve your income or your profession. That means 182 hours a year. In that time, you could finish more than 12 books or courses. Now, compare that to the 4 hours a day that people, on average, spend watching television. Make a list of 3 topics you'd like to master. It could be finance, personal development, or technical skills. Find quality books, podcasts, or videos on these topics, and commit to consuming 30 minutes a day. And here's a tip: choose content that makes you question your beliefs, not just reinforce what you already know. Now that we're talking about investing in your knowledge, let's look at something even deeper. Because having knowledge without emotional control can be like driving a sports car without brakes. Third, the rich manage their emotions, the poor react. Financial intelligence isn't just about knowing numbers. It's about understanding how your emotions affect your decisions. This is a fundamental topic, but few people talk about it. During an economic crisis, the rich see opportunities. The poor, on the other hand, tend to panic. Why? Because of the difference between reacting impulsively and responding strategically. In the 2020 crisis, when the market sank, many sold their stocks out of fear. The rich, however, took the opportunity to buy at low prices. Result? While some suffered irreversible losses, strategic investors multiplied their wealth in the following years. According to a study by Dalbar Inc., the average investor gets a lower return than the market because they make emotional decisions like buying high and selling low. Before making an important decision, take a 24-hour break. Ask yourself, am I reacting out of fear or uncontrolled enthusiasm? What would someone with experience do in my place? Does this decision align with my long-term goals? Write down your answers. Many times, Seeing your thoughts in writing will help you think more clearly and avoid costly mistakes. Emotional management is powerful, but if you do everything yourself, sooner or later, you're going to get stuck. The next key difference is something few understand, and it can accelerate your success exponentially. Fourth, the rich delegate, the poor do everything themselves. Rich people know their time is their most valuable asset. They are clear that they must focus on activities that generate a lot of value and leave secondary tasks to others. What is the mentality of many who fail to prosper? They believe that doing everything on their own is the way to save money. But what they are really sacrificing is the time they could invest in creating more wealth. Let's think about Maria, an entrepreneur who works 12 hours a day running her small business. She does everything: accounting, customer service, marketing. But because she's so busy, she never finds time to look for new opportunities to expand. After 2 years, her business is still small. If she had delegated some basic tasks, she could have used that time to develop new products or look for strategic partners. A Stanford University study shows that the opportunity cost of not delegating can be greater than the economic cost of hiring help. People who delegate strategically earn, on average, 33% more than those who don't. Make a list of your daily activities and classify them into 3 categories: high-value tasks, creating strategies, learning, networking; low-value but necessary tasks, answering emails, administrative tasks; tasks that you can eliminate or delegate. Start by delegating a small task and notice how you gain time back to focus on what's important. But delegating isn't enough if you don't have a clear vision of the future. This is where the next principle comes in, which can change the way you plan your financial life. Fifth, the rich plan for the long term, the poor live day to day. Have you noticed that many rich people seem to have an incredibly accurate vision of the future? It's no coincidence. They have clear goals and make decisions that bring them closer to those goals, while others only think about the immediate, the next paycheck, the next urgent expense. Imagine 2 friends, Robert and Miguel. Both are 30 years old. Robert decides he wants to retire with $1 million. He calculates that by investing $500 a month with an 8% return, he can achieve it in 30 years. Miguel, on the other hand, lives by spending everything he earns because he believes there will be time to save later. The result? At 60, Robert is financially independent. Miguel still depends on a job. 80% of millionaires set annual goals and review them monthly, according to a study by Thomas Stanley, author of The Millionaire Next Door. Define your financial goals for 1, 5, and 10 years. Be specific. How much money do you want to have saved? What do you need to learn? Write down each goal and break it down into concrete actions. Then, create reminders to review your progress regularly. Now that you know how to plan for the long term, let's move on to the last point, which is one of the most powerful skills for creating wealth. Sixth, the rich build networks, the poor isolate themselves. There's a popular saying, your network is your net worth. The rich understand that success is not an individual sport, but a team game. They surround themselves with people who inspire them, support them, and most importantly, challenge them to be better. Look at people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. Both grew exponentially because they knew how to surround themselves with mentors, investors, and people with complementary skills. Musk didn't create Tesla alone. His team, his partners, and his network were fundamental to his success. A Harvard Business Review study shows that people with wide and diverse networks are 58% more likely to have financial success than those with limited networks. Start building your network. Identify 3 people in your circle or community who have the mindset you want to develop. Invite them for coffee, join online networking groups, or participate in events related to your interests. The trick is to provide value before asking for help. Ask yourself, how can I help this person achieve their goals? With these 6 keys in mind, let's see how you can start transforming your habits today. Now you know the 6 things rich people do and poor people don't. Don't forget that change starts with small, consistent actions. Decide to invest, create the habit of learning, learn to manage your emotions, delegate strategically, plan for the long term, and build a strong network of people who will propel you towards success. Would you like to adopt one of these habits today? Tell me in the comments. And if this video has inspired you, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications to receive more content that will transform your financial life. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. because together we can build a path to success. See you in the next video.